Welcome back. So in this video we'll be talking about lab 7, which is managing Azure storage. So the tasks that we're going to perform in this lab are, the first one is provisioning the lab environment, which we'll be doing right away, and coming to the task 2, which is creating and configuring of Azure storage accounts. The third one would be managing the blob storage. The fourth one would be the managing authentication and authorization for this Azure storage. The fifth one would be creating and configuring an Azure file shares. And coming to the sixth one, it's managing network access for Azure storage. So as you can see, this is the architecture that we're gonna create today. Under this resource group, we'll be having this particular network, and in which we'll be having the virtual machines, and similarly. So let's go ahead and start. So right now we'll be using ARM templates, the JSON files. So there are three different ways that you can use. So the first will be using the deploying a custom template. So we have the files, we have the JSON files, so we can directly go here. So let me see if it will be in lab 07. So you can see we have two different files, the parameters and template. So using this we have to upload it, and this architecture will be created by its own. So if I go back here, so if the first method, the simple one, I usually prefer the custom template. So coming to the template, you have to load the file here. So if we go back here, so you just need to load template, and you can see all the resources and the variables which are in this particular JSON file, the template, and you have to click save. And coming to the other one, which is edit parameters. So right now it's the random one, in which the user is test user and it's the password. For instance, if there is a virtual machine which is running here, so you have to use this username and password in order to connect with this the virtual machine using RTP or SSH orbition. So if I go back, okay, let me upload it. So oh shit, I uploaded the template. 1 second. Yeah, so this is the username and password for that. You can save it, and you can see everything has been done by default, and you just need to review and create it. So this is one of the method which is, like, I feel as an easy way. And the other one is you can directly manually create it. For example, if you can see here, template, we have the values, so you can directly go to the virtual machines, and you can use this particular size, and you can add this description and so on, and you can create the virtual machines and the whole network on your own. But well, it takes some time, because you have to read this if you want to create exact the same way. However, you can create like on your own if you don't want to follow this JSON formats. So well, it takes some time, but you will understand the concept there. So that is another method where you can create it. And the other one would be using the PowerShell. So in this video, according to the docs, we are following the PowerShell. So there are two options, PowerShell and Bash. So you can proceed based on the commands that you have. So right now, according to the docs, it's the PowerShell. So I'll be moving ahead with the PowerShell. If you want to go to Bash, you can just click the Bash and you can connect it. So this is how simple it is. So let's go back to the PowerShell, and let's use the commands. So for that, initially let's upload the files, because right now there is no files in my the Cloud Shell. So first we have to upload them. So if I go back to the 7, you can see, and upload one by one, because if you upload 2 at a time, sometimes it doesn't upload, but you feel it as upload, and when you run it, there will be like few errors. So make sure you run one by one. So right now let's go with the parameters. It's uploaded, and let's go with the next one, which is the template. So it's done. So just to verify, make sure you click ls. So we're just listing it. So if you go back here, Azure 7 VM parameters and VM templates, so they have been successfully uploaded, and now we have to just use few commands in order to run that. So the other command here, so now we have to use the location. So basically this is the command for that. So we have to change the location here. So instead of Azure region, we have to select a region which is adaptable for this particular network based on the size, because if you see the size here, so it's D2SP3. So in some regions this particular size is not compatible, so you have to select a proper region in which it is compatible. So for that, usually, so let me minimize this. So usually, let me go back, and so initially to get the to get all the locations, there is a command. So you have to use this command. So this command gives you all the locations in this Azure, and you can perform the other operations where so usually we'll get whenever we get error, we try to retrace it, so whether like this location is compatible with the template that we are using. So I have done it in the previous videos, you can check that out, but in this case I think East US is the best one, which is compatible. So I'll proceed with East US. Okay, let me go back, let me copy that command again, and paste that, and inside it I would prefer East US. So now in that variable we have East US, and the next one is we have to create that resource group. So you can see the resource group is RG01, and according to this architecture it's RG01. So yeah, so just click enter, and once it is done, now we have to deploy the virtual machine by using the template that we have uploaded just a few seconds back. So let's add that command here and click enter. Now you can see it's running. However, let's go ahead and check whether our resource group is successfully created or not. So if I go back to the resource group, now I can't see any. Let's refresh it, refresh again. No, not yet. Well, it's taking some time then, so let's wait for a few more seconds. So let me add this first, where I need to create the resource group. Now let's refresh this. Well, let's use that again, the command. So it's been created, so it's just taking some time to upload. So if I go back, if I go to the resource group, so it's updating. So you can see we have the network which has been implemented using that JSON form. So yeah, it's done. So I hope you guys have understood the concept of today, just uploading the JSON files and provisioning the lab environment. So coming to the second task, we'll be creating and configuring the Azure storage accounts. So I hope you guys have understood the concept. So if you like the video, please click like below, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please do in the comment section, and please share the video. Thank you.